Welcome back for another episode of the daily workshop stuff. I think this is, what did I say? 25th?
Yeah.
25th. Bloody hell, there was a few of them now. Now, last time we spoke, or you've seen the videos, we said that we actually made a decision to actually make the wiring looms. Something that I said I don't want to do it because I don't like it. And it stays like this. I don't actually enjoy it. But if we do it proper, I don't dislike it. And because there's a lot of inquiries about the wiring looms.
Nobody likes it.
Nobody likes them. Even though we say we can supply you with the instructions and the pinouts and all that stuff, if you're not auto electrician, actually I think even if you're auto electrician, you don't want to do it. No. Because it's not really a nice job. You know, it's just there with the wires, slicing them up, and it's painful. Time consuming and all that stuff. But if I do it proper, like nicely, it's not too bad. So we actually decided to do it. And the moment we actually decide, yes, we do it, we stop saying, no, we cannot do it. How many we have here?
Loads.
Besides, obviously, the VR5, the door. This is another thing. This is, the moment I say we're going to make wiring loom, Steve was like, oh, I got a present for you. There you go. That's not really great, but there you go. So next one is gonna be cracking this wiring loom to make the VR5s and VR6 because it's essentially exactly the same wiring
I
loom.
can tell it's just a couple extra wires.
Yeah, but the extra couple of wires they go from the ECU to the engine. So that is a part of the wiring loom I'm not touching. I'm only modifying a couple of things. But for me, the difference between wiring loom for the VR5, VR6 is there's no difference. So cracking this wiring loom is going to be applied to both of these engines, now 6 and the 5 cylinders. And another good thing is that engine mounts, they're going to be in production very soon. We finished to design them. My brother just finished put them on the card. We just saw them. Pretty good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a good news. But back to us for the wiring loom. There is another one sent to us, and there is another one sent to us. And there's another one there. So, yeah, now it looks like I'm busy making wiring looms for a week.
Easy.
But like I said, to make the wiring looms be efficient and be able to send it to customers, we have to make sure they're all working correctly. Let's say, for example, just an example, this is a plug that goes to the ECU. And this is the wiring loom I slice up just to study them. Let's say you have one of these wires sliced because someone takes them off with this Stanley blade,
yeah, if
or
you're taking the covering off.
Covering, exactly, sliding off. Sometimes they actually cut it inside. I come across some of them. Rare, but it happens. So how do we know these wiring looms? For example, not mine, customers send us the wiring loom, that one there, that we have to build a hybrid one. This is all healthy. I don't know. I can do my job completely fine. But then you put on the car and something doesn't work. So what we do, we made a test bench. Test bench is a fully working engine with all the sensors. Now we have them all. Steve actually brought the brand new lambda sensor and everything. We actually spent too much money on this engine just to make sure everything
really
was
nice.
really nice. All the sensors new and everything. But yeah, it needs to be. So this is the wiring loom. It's connected to the engine. Obviously injectors, sensors, crank sensor.
That's the customer's, isn't it?
Map says, oh yeah, this is the customer's. Yeah, this is the customer's wiring loom. It goes to the customer, which in some cases, like in this one, he didn't send any of the Toyota wiring loom plugs. Sorry, so he's gonna receive sliced wires with everything inside. Not gonna be like this. It's gonna be proper labeled because we got the machine coming down.
It's on its way.
Because my writing could not be completely clear for everyone. And you just connect them. It's only a few wires. It really is easy, but this is how it looks like. Also, we have a fully functional OBD. OBD obviously again is communication with the ECU, so you can use it as a diagnostics. We have a diagnostics here to diagnose all the stuff, and also remap and all the stuff. They're genuine, like on a standard car. So you have full communication with the ECU, remapping and diagnostics and everything. So what we use in the diagnostics for is to actually test if the wiring loom works, because one thing is to fire the engine up and making sure everything works, and the other thing is actually really making sure the stuff works. With this, we can diagnose the sensors, not because we need to know if the sensors are good, because they are brand new, but to know if the ECU has a proper communications with the sensors, which, well, like I say, if one of the wires is sliced or there is a missing earth or there's a missing signal or interrupted signal, we're gonna see it from here. Because these engines, let's for example, actually, there you go, film it. Give me a hand. Let's show you. So let's say, for example, I disconnect this brand new map sensor, right? Let me just.
You need a screwdriver sometimes for
Yeah.
that.
So let's say I disconnect it completely. Okay. So let's simulate there's something wrong with these wires. Somewhere along from here, all around to the ECU or somewhere. So we fire the systems up, we fire the fuel pump up, and once it comes on, the engine shouldn't work or something dodgy, something wrong. You see everything is fine, wiring loom is good to go to the customer. The problem is the moment you're going to put it in the car, you're going to drive it, something's going to go wrong. You may go in a limb mode or may have the wrong readings because the map sensor obviously communicates with the ECU, and then according to what this says to the ECU will give you amount of boost and fuel, and is vital, is very important. So this has to be connected. We have to make sure the sensors are good. That's why we bought them brand new, not second hand, so I'm not taking any chances. Once the engine is running, we can check everything through the diagnostics. So the communication with the sensor is very important, not only to see if it communicates, but to see if the parameters are all correct. That way we can eliminate all the possibilities that something is interrupting inside, that the wiring loom that the customer supplied us or we find out is actually healthy and everything is fine. Plus, is it gonna guarantee? Because your wiring loom comes from a working engine that has been tested and diagnosed. If something is wrong, it doesn't go out. If it goes out, it means it has been, well, we can't really test it more than this because everything is there. I cannot test RPMs because the other wires that are actually connected, these, the function of these wires is to connect this section, this part of the wiring loom to the Toyota wiring loom and the clocks and everything. So everything is going to be working on the car as standard, as factory. But we cannot diagnose it because I would need the rest of the car. We don't have it.
You'd need a whole MRT.
However, those systems are so solid that is, I can comfortably say 100% stuff is working because they made so simple. I integrate them in the wiring room that is, I see physically the wires, so there's no errors. It's very simple. So, yeah, it's good. What else we have to say about this?
Nothing really. I don't think it's a complete. I mean, it is literally a whole setup. It would be like you would have on an MR2 swap. So, it's the KO4. It's the actual exhaust. It's the actual charge cooler.
This is exactly what you're having with the bus system. You're having this charge cooler with this mount, hold the charge cooler in this exact position. These pipes, these silicone joints, just by the clamps, we use these because...
we use these just because that's what we got at the moment.
You're not going to build any boost up on this. You know, you can have this additional battery holder. This part here is exactly identical. So KO4 system, this is exactly what we receive.
Yeah, what you see,
You know, without this.
Yeah, minus
the
throttle pedal being there.
Minus this. So if it works here, it works in your car. And it's, you know, this simulates the Toyota ignition. So you see the engine does all the checks, the throttle body does the checks and all the stuff. And obviously we manually put the fuel pump on. Usually the Volkswagen ECU simulates, kind of triggers the Toyota ECU to turn the fuel pump on. But we do it manually here. Fuel pump on, our fuel tank, very nice.
Beautiful fuel tank.
And this is obviously your crank. That's your diagnostics here. secret code. It's not secret anymore.
So
I don't know. Engine RPMs, pressures, anything. Mass airflow. So we have a communication with the MAF sensor working correctly.
This should stay at 0, but you might make a little bit. There you go.
Yeah. So the MAP sensor works because the MAP sensor is the one that reads the pressure. Lambda.
There you go, back lambda 1. I'm sure if you rev it, it'll change a bit. It's in the more load, I think, to change.
It is more load.
Yeah, it's still warming up, so.
Yeah. Just turn it on. Intake temp.
There you go. 28, 29, 28, yeah.
And all the stuff, so we can test again, not testing the sensors itself,
But the connection.
you know what. I think the reality is that we just wanted to make another toy in the world.
Yeah, I know.
I can stay here just
Yeah.
just like
We just like turbo noises.
yeah. We should, we should make it make flames. Remap it.
Yeah, I was going to say, this needs to have launch control.
Anyway, this is it. We're actually not testing sensors because again they're brand new. We're testing the communication between the ECU to the sensors, which is the wiring loom you're gonna use. As simple, you know. So now I'm comfortable. Actually, these two wirings they've been ready for a long time now.
Yeah.
But obviously, we asked the customers to wait a little bit because I really wanted to make 100% everything is spot on. Obviously, it takes me 3 minutes to put the wiring system on the engine, test it, make sure everything is good, out, packed, and it can be sent out. Next one, packed out and sent out. Also, I build them on this engine too, because everything has its own position, and it's slightly different because many things on this engine I'm not using. So there's no point to put that stuff, so it's completely eliminated. So the wiring looms, they're gonna be pretty much, yeah, we're using the original Volkswagen wiring loom, but it's more of a custom build because the lengths, the positions, the stuff is not needed. There's not gonna be hanging, obviously, plugs that you're not gonna need it. You're gonna be scratching your head where this is going. If it's not there, because it shouldn't be attached. If it's there, it should be attached. Plain and simple. So I think that's the best way to do it. I don't know if you could do it, you could make it any better.
I mean, to be able to bench test a loom on a car, a working engine, because the thing is, if it's a custom loom, at best they have simulated runs. You know what I mean? Where it's not on a real engine, but they can make the ECU simulate connections. That's still not as good as this. This is being able to actually have it on a running engine. There's no two ways about it. It's just, it either works or it doesn't, and we can see what doesn't work, if anything, and you can adjust it. Perfect.
That's your update for the episode 25. I think that's enough because I think I'm running out of memory in the phone. So you're gonna make a nice video today about more details and all this stuff. This is just quick.
I'll do a separate YouTube video as well, and also we'll do a little video just to post it up on the page as well. So
there you go.
right.
Nice.
See you next time.